Welcome back, YouTube, to Rimworld. Now I have to call myself out on something because, as you see, or if you have the observation, some things are different than majorly different than last time, and that was because I was a total buffoon. And so after last part 4, I muted myself because I was also talking to a friend on Discord to talk to my roommate who just came back. And after I left Discord, because my friend left, he had some emergency plans. So after he left and my roommate left, I decided to record another part, which was supposed to be this part. But as you can see, I majorly screwed up. So while I was recording, after 30 minutes of recording, I tried to mute myself again and realized that I turned my mic on. So I'm an idiot. I'm a buffoon. So I'm sorry, but you missed a little bit, but I'll highlight everything. First things first is we got our first raid. It wasn't anything special. It was a guy with a club, and we just demolished him. It was an easy kill. Second thing, we do have houses here that are being built. We have a nice little, that's been rounded out. This has been rounded out. We have this being mined out, which is going to be our kitchen and our temporary storage room. Let's see, we have this set up. We have that being mined, we have a little bit larger fields and an extra field full of cotton because it is getting towards the winter days, and we want to make sure we're very, stable when it comes to temperature. Second thing is the wall. This side of the wall's been finished, and so has this bit too. Yeah, a lot of things, and also these lovely graves. So yeah, I'm an idiot, and I apologize. And actually, recently when I started to first record this, is my second attempt at recording this, I did the same damn thing where I did not check my mic and I recorded a good 2 minutes of me just saying nothing because I forgot to turn it on. So, other than me being a complete dunce, let's get back to what we were doing. So, it is the 9th of April, whatever that is. And we're only good until the 11th, so we have 2 more days. And then towards that 2 more days, I'm going to tell them to just harvest whatever they can, and so on and so forth. They're out collecting wood. We do now have a very large amount of wood, which is pretty good for at least our fueled stove, because that needs to be going. That needs to be out, etc. Let's see, our research, we are researching cocoa. Or coca? What? Chocolate. We're researching chocolate. But yeah, so hopefully what I'm going to be able to do is when it hits winter, if it gets too cold, I can always build right here and make this a whole unit and then shove a heater in there so everyone's nice and happy. Oh, excuse me again. Jeez. Always happens when I'm recording. All the stuff that I would like to get out of my system comes during while I'm recording, which is just kind of pissing me off. And look at that, it's done. Let's see, what do we want? That would be good. See, I was thinking about doing this, which might be good, but I'm actually going to go with thermal power. See, if I go with thermal power, biofuel refining. Oh, it can make chem fuel, and chem fuel is, oh, maybe, but we don't have a lot of things for that. So I'm just going to go with the auto door, because the auto door will make things easier. It does take power to do an auto door, but say your power goes out, it's not the last thing. You won't be able to go through the door. You could push it open. It'll just act like a regular door, maybe a little bit slower than usual. So that's going. Again, only 2 days left. And I'm actually thinking of maybe I'm gonna go tell them to go hunt. That we'll say summer, when we can grow again, I might set up a field area for, get away from them so we don't hear them, for actual farm animals, and so like I'll start playing, I can't speak like usual, start planting hay, which will feed the animals in the winter. Oh, and raid number 2. Oh, shit. Okay, it's only one person. Again, look at that. This it's the same damn thing, but he's actually got clothes on. Or he's got a hat and a shirt on. He doesn't have pants, which I am surprised. He's very good, though. He's a good miner, melee, shooting. I don't know. If we don't kill him, I'll think about it. I say that like it's gonna be plausible. But before we get there, I'm going to set up a few things. So I'm gonna do this because this will slow them down. So it'll slow them down and won't. It'll make them easier to shoot. Second thing is spike traps. I'm going to make it out of granite. Do I have enough granite? Oh, I have plenty of granite. So I'm just gonna do a couple. I'll say we'll start with 4. But that way when they do come charging in, you know, they'll hopefully... Okay. I did this wrong. I did this completely wrong, and I'm glad I caught myself, because otherwise I would be the biggest idiot in the world. So, don't put them in front of your doors. Put them in between. Hey. Build that spike trap. Oh. Yeah, no, we're not going for an 84-year-old officer. We're not doing that. Oh, and they're attacking. So he's on his way up. Okay, you back up. Everyone, cluster up over here. Yep, and start taking your pot shots. You don't have a gun. I don't know why. You actually... Okay. And like that, he's dead. So everyone can go off combat. You're good at melee, but you're also good at you can also shoot. So that's a steel club 35. That's a slate club. You know, just because. I click the club. Yeah, there's a dead guy. They'll get rid of that shortly, or after they go back to sleep, because I did kind of wake them up in the middle of their sleeping. But everyone's got their own room. They're pretty decent. You know, some does have some cleaning issues. Other than that, it looks good in here. You know, Troy gets his nice pet fox going. Yeah, everything's going good. Fuck that squirrel. That's not a squirrel, it's a tortoise. I don't know where I said squirrel. But oh, I guess it's good story time while we're waiting for everyone to do everything. Oh god. So squirrels. Now, I don't know where it is where you guys live, but I live near Chicago, and I go to school, probably from like 2 hours out of Chicago. And the squirrels here at my school are the most vicious things I have ever seen, squirrel-wise. I expect this behavior from a raccoon or a coyote or like a wolf, honestly. But so it was lunchtime, and I had a nice like 2 hour break from my classes, and I'm out there eating some chicken tenders, and or yeah, chicken tenders. We call them differently because we're called the Flyer. Like the Flyers is our mascot, but we call them differently. So the chicken tenders, and I'm in there. I'm sitting there, and this squirrel is looking at me. I'm like, okay, it's just a squirrel, just probably wondering what the fuck I'm doing. That's fine. Then I felt something against my leg, and I'm wearing shorts. This is the middle of like spring, summertime. I would say more fall, spring. It was the starting of the semester, okay? Starting the semester, fall. And he comes up to me, and it looks like he's hugging my leg. And I'm like, what the hell do you want? And me, being me, I don't want to be bitten by a squirrel because, well, disease. And so I'm like, okay, what do you want? And like, I was eating, and I saw it its eyes were moving along with my chicken tender. So what I did was I ripped off a sizable piece, probably like half an inch, and tossed it, and he went and grabbed it. I never have never seen a squirrel go after meat before. It was the scariest thing. This thing chomped it down to little bits and then just like what they do with nuts, and they just shoved it in his his cheek. It was so fucking weird. And honestly, I am terrifying. I'm terrified of this. Now, another story was that describes the squirrels around here is if you get too close to the tree that they're in, they'll throw things at you. Like I was walking and I felt something hit my head, and it was a little berry. It was like a little berry tree that you don't really eat the berries. But so it threw it at me. I feel something tick. I look up and there's this squirrel. It's got like these two berries in his hand, and then he like tossed it at me again. I'm like, the fuck? And it just like, oh yeah, no, it's nothing. Just just pissing you off. I'm like, the fuck? This squirrel is trying to like tell me to get off his land or some shit. So I'm like, okay, fine. And then there's been actually instances of where we, or sorry, not we, or some students had to be escorted away. Well, not escorted, but basically a medical professional had to come to them because a squirrel actually full on attacked them. And it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty fucking funny when I first heard about it. But I understand like what they went through. And this squirrel attacked them because they got too close to the tree that they're in. But the thing is, the tree that they're in is right next to a path that goes to one of the buildings at my school, and the thing was just like, oh, you're on the sidewalk, you're too close to the tree, and just attacked them. And the guy's face is all scratched up. He's got a couple bite marks all over his shoulders and stuff, and this happened a couple years ago. As far as I know, he's all good. He's not gonna... He pulled through. He's still here. I've talked to him a few times. And I will say, though, you could definitely tell that the trauma is still there. He hates squirrels now. Like, it's just a passion for him. I don't blame him. Fucking things are vicious. But, yeah, it's just... These things are fucking scary as all hell over here. I won't say scary. They're just mean. Very, very mean. And so that, and also the school figured out that the reason why they're acting this way is because students have been feeding them, so they're less scared of us. And so we've actually had to come to the conclusion that the school had to put up posters that says don't feed the squirrels because they get angry, they get moody. Getting off topic. Band space. Okay, now this right here is an event where they're saying, hey, go to this place, there's a bandit camp. It's guarded by two enemies, but that's two human enemies. We don't know if there's anything else. And it'll say that our relationship with this faction will improve. They'll send us a reward and some stuff like a tornado. What the fuck is a tornado generator? See, that sounds cool, but how far away is it? Itchy. Do 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 do. Yeah, but it. I'll tell you this: if you guys are watching this and you haven't gone to college or been in a college environment before, the stupidest shit always happens when I'm in college. And so this is where we are. We're a fort. We go there. So if we say go from here to say here, here to here, it's going to take us 3.3 days. No, I'm sorry, no. We can't do it. Even though it's cool and there's a tornado generator, we physically can't do it. We don't have enough we don't have enough like meals prepared, and we can't have them scavenge. But I'm not sending. In a perfect world, I would send 3 people, but it's just not worth it. So you may be wondering, oh, this is going to be the cooler. Why are you building a hole? This is for ventilation. So, in order to make a cooler, you have to have the where is it? I think it's under temp. Yep, there's temperature. The cooler. You see how I don't know if you can see it well. Let's go put in the light. There's a red side and a blue side, so hot and cold. You have to have the cold inside and the heat out there. The only issue with this is that it sucks the heat from this room and throws it out here, and thus creates a huge problem if there's another room there. Because say I just digged a single tile here, that would get extremely hot and actually would leak back in here. So I do want it to have access to go out here and just dissipate. But we come with a different issue. This is completely open. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple vents in the way. Last one right there. And this way there is barriers. Oh shit. Where the fuck did that land? These things are getting closer and closer. No, I don't want them to hold that. Like, you know, the last one landed up here, now it's right there. Geez, the next one's gonna hit right here and kill the fox or some shit like that. Yeah, so... Let's only do 2. No, let's do 3. I don't want to be cautious about this. We're not gonna allow that one because these people are kind of special to where they will make this one, they won't be able to get to that one. Okay, and so this is going, let's actually turn this off for now. Because what I might want to do is I actually might want to expand this a little bit and just have it to where it's got its own little battery bank, which would be helpful. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. So we want our own little battery bank here in here. So we'll dig in here. Battery, door. Shit, I fucked up. So door, in, door, battery. So we just need one more. Boom. Okay. And then you can be smoothed. So this way, I can then go over here to go to furniture and pop myself a standing light in there. And then power, I'm going to actually bring it up. Go a little bit this way because I know we're going to be actually do that. And then bring it this way and bring it up as far as I can here. And over here, because we're probably going to light this place up a little bit more. Yeah, I actually want to start deconstructing this. Because it's getting colder. Oh shit. I just realized. It's already past the 11th. So I'm going to tell them to harvest whatever they can from here. Because as it gets colder, we will start seeing some of our plants to die, and I would rather get as much as possible from these things. So, yeah. And actually, I'm going to open this up. And I might just leave this open. Maybe I'll just have one door and leave this open, so if one of these things does burst, it won't cause that much of an issue. Basically, I just want this to be able to store just some basic just power basic power, yeah. But just to be able to store extra power in case something stupid happens, like it will always do. So yeah, let's do that. So let's do power. We'll put 1 battery, 2 battery, and we'll just connect them up. We'll do it like that. So if this battery will feed this battery, and we'll do it like that. Okay, and then the next thing in here is we want actually something that's... So, when it comes to workplaces, and I don't know if I said this before, but if you build a specific room for a workplace, you want it to be as nice as possible, because they'll start getting joy from being in that room, and it'll just be overall better. Like, for instance, this... Oh, Okay. Uh, we'll leave that there. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to put a wooden door right here, because I'm going to then build a wall right here and quarter this off. And we're actually going to reinstall this over here. And then, again, I'm going to make a little room right here for storing medicine. And then you get reinstalled here. And let's see. So 2, boom, 2, boom. And then I'll put an extra bed here, and yeah, we'll just have 4 beds. And then I will build plant pots out of limestone, because they don't get the good stuff. And this way, it's a little hospital basically. And I'm actually going to turn this out because... So, okay, back to what I was talking about workrooms. So, for stuff like hospitals and kitchens, you want it to have easier access to the best materials because people will start to like it, like working there. Also, sterilization. So, you want to have a clean workplace in a hospital so, you know, disease doesn't propagate and go everywhere and spread. So, you got stuff like this, but what we really want is metal tiles. Oh god, another raid. In reality, we want these sterile tiles, but the problem with that is I don't have enough. I mean, I have plenty of silver, but I'd rather leave that until we actually get to the final hospital, so I don't have to god damn it, remove the floor, get like less material back and such. So I'm just going to use a metal tile to tile this up, and then I also want to tile this up. Yes, it's going to use a lot of our steel, and yes, we're going to have to get more. Let's see. Oh, look at another one. A group of tribes people from they're attacking immediately. Oh, it's just this guy. So, I wonder if he's just gonna walk in and then die immediately. Let's watch. Let's go slow. And boom, boom, done. Those are gonna be automatically rebuilt. This can go away. This guy can be buried because, well, he's dead. Actually, I kind of want to look at his health. Yeah, so basically, he walked in, got absolutely destroyed, and then he just died from the amount of stab wounds. He wasn't that bad, but he was volatile, which could be bad. So, and and you may be saying, Michael, over on the right side, I see that you have need warm clothes and need research. I'm not gonna do the research yet. I have to first get other things set in stone first, and that way it will just help, basically, with certain stuff. So like the research, I would rather have the researcher do something else, if they can. But just for, oh god, just for moving stuff around and getting shit done before winter comes. Because as you can see, it's 35 degrees outside, and people are gonna start getting cold, and I would rather not have that happen. So, manufacturer medicine, yes, all medicine goes here. So while we're thinking about that, I realize that it is getting cold. So boom, boom, wooden door, and we're going to go and make this a living area for everyone to be fine with. So again, this is where I'm going to spend a lot of my steel, which we're going to absolutely need more. Going to get some nice wooden floors going. And then I'm going to set more mining, because we do need more steel. And, yeah, the more steel, the better. So these are filling up nicely. This is off. And I guess since we can actually set this to be on, and what we want is, I think it's 12 degrees. I think that's a good, what's it called? A good temperature to keep things at, to where they're frozen. So of course, I'm gonna fill this all up. I'm gonna go open this. We're gonna go here. We're going to clear all. We're actually gonna put this as critical. Not critical. We'll put it as important. And we're actually going to shrink the zone just a little bit. Right here. Because we're gonna put a different zone there. And we're going to allow meals and raw food. Chocolate, yes. Pemmican, yes. And that way, everything that's going to be time-based gets thrown in here. So like the meat, the vegetables, all that. Then, what we're going to do is we're going to make a stockpile here. And we're going to set storage as allow fresh only. No rotten food in here. And we're going to clear all, and this is going to be critical. And this is only going to be for actual meals. So all the meals are going to go here. But they'll also go here, but they'll fill up this space first. And then we're going to expand that out. So it's a 4x4 area. And then we're going to get rid of that. So this will start to cool as it goes. See, it's at 25 degrees. And once things start moving in here, like this is frozen now. It's in this environment, so it's frozen. And then, yeah. See, the problem is that this is currently high, and I'm trying to find the best equilibrium for it. So I wonder if I add 2 degrees, say we bring it to 20, is this going to be an issue? Will this start spoiling? I think if we do it like this, if we keep it here, and you also have to think about heat transfer, thermodynamics basically, because heat from this room will actually go in here, and so this is why it's only temporary, because, you know, they'll pass and everything like that. So this is actually using up quite a bit of power. Luckily our batteries are handling quite fine, and this might be the time to actually no, we need more steel. I see the steel here has been finished, and we're actually going to put a lovely granite right there and right there. So these are going to be medical bits, and this, as again said, it's important. They'll start moving the medicine in there. So yeah, we are low on medicine. I understand. But so the thing is that when someone comes over here to get doctored, if they're in critical condition, we could easily get in there and get the medicine and heal them. And see this infection chance modifier? That's because there's shit in the room. So who's our cleaner? I'm gonna set this guy to clean real quick. So he should go around once he's done, you know, doing his thing, and start cleaning. Now I do want to check on them. What do you need? Slept in the cold. So this is an issue, and that's why we want to get power from here over to here. And we're actually going to double up, because what's going to happen is if this breaks, then we won't be able to pass anything through it, which is going to be an issue. So that's why I'm doubling it up. And then we're also going to put a heater. Where's that? Probably under temperature, Michael. And we're going to pop it right there. And as you see, we are very low on metal, but they are getting more. So we still have a decent amount, but I would rather have much more than what is currently have. So right here is just an open area. I kind of want to figure out what's in there. Okay, so this area is good, and we do want to smooth the walls of this area. And then what we'll do is we could pop a light in there. We'll say... I'm gonna say put the butcher here. Yeah, well, so we'll put it like... If the butcher's here, we'll put it like right there. And then we'll move everything around it. Oh, okay, so it's not that big of an area. It's fine. So they're over here picking up or replacing the granite. And see, I would use steel for that, but I would rather have them just take a longer time to build them than use up steel at the moment, because we do need the steel. And so that's just what we need. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to reinstall this right here. Same thing with the stool. And then same thing with this. I'm going to reinstall this right here along with the stool. So when you reinstall things, they keep their stuff. And that way, yeah. So all this stuff should be frozen. Yep, it's frozen. It's kept fresh, and we don't have to worry about it. Now, this is another thing that pops up, is we have a chance to actually gain someone, but we have to fight off things. So a sheriff, they're already hostile with us. By Outlanders, she is 51 years old. See, here's the issue. They don't give you a lot of information when doing this. So you can either get a bad person or a good person. And I do this a little differently. So for oh god, I'm mixing up my words. So for this time, I'll actually offer her safety because we're already hostile with them. But depending on how good and or bad she is, I will either accept her or just have them take her away. So I will offer her safety. And let's look at her. So she's an undergrounder, a nudist. Oh god. And she's limited by her feeble body, so she wants a artificial part. She's very good at melee and shooting, actually. Construction, social, medical, and plants. Ooh, she's very good at plants. And she doesn't have a star, so she's actually very good. Apparently, her rival is Troy, which I don't understand. So, yeah. I'm guessing the tarot part. Yep, it's from her. So it's her pants. Okay, so we'll run. She's gonna run there. And does she actually have a weapon? No, she doesn't. Of course she doesn't. Forgot where my base was for a second. And then while she's there, I'm gonna actually have her go and just pick up a steel club for now. Yeah, a steel club. Steel club. And then what I'm hoping is that game is auto-saving. Come on. Come on, show your faces. There it is. And here's the raid. So they have guns. Ooh, this is good. This is good. You? Okay. Ooh, you see. See, he's got a gun, but he's got Brawler, which makes it to where really he hates shooting. But he's so good at shooting. Why does he still have that? But, this game's weird like that. What about you? Another Brawler. And look at the shooting and melee. What the fuck? This game it doesn't follow its own rules sometimes. And look at this. Brawler has ranged weapon minus 20. That is ridiculous. Let's look. Okay, so he's got a bionic spine. Ooh, I wonder if we can harvest that. Maybe. We'll see. As you can see, the moral choices of my are coming out at the moment. And we killed him. Yeah, we killed him. You're gonna die in 6 hours, and your moving is very poor. So, I'm gonna have you two kill. Yeah, look how fast they're moving. So, okay, never mind. So take that, definitely take that. You, before you do anything, haul that shit. And then I'll have them bury him and him. Oh, wait, Venus, you're here. Uh, when you have time, that bolt action. So now we have another person, which means we're gonna have to make another bet. See, usually I would start playing cautious because first off, Randy hasn't hit us with anything, and I know he's random, like his name tells, Randy Random. But usually it's not good to poke the bear in this case. And again, I'm gonna have them just harvest everything because it's the winter time and we're still growing crops, so sooner or later these things are gonna start to die. And or not even grow at all. So let's look what she's gonna do. So she's going to definitely firefight. We'll let the let's see. Yeah, no, get the hell out of here. She's gonna be a doctor. Basic. Ooh, she's gonna be a warden. Or second warden. Then we could drop him down to third, maybe. Cook. Oh god, see, this is what I'm talking about. I poked the bear. I'm gonna drop him down to 4. So, hunting? Yeah, she can hunt. You know what? Yeah, she can hunt if she's got free time. She's going to grow. We're actually going to get rid of him and actually drop him down to... Nope, we're going to keep him at 1-2. Plant cut. She's going to actually do the art, if she's got time. Which actually, he should really do the art. So he's going to knock down that and that. And he's going to go to 3. So them two combined should be able to basically fertile the fields. I'm actually going to bring this back down to 2. And then, let's see. We need a cleaner. That's why. There we go. Now everyone's got a job. But I want him having both because, again, there's not going to be a lot of things to do for him. Construct? Yeah, she can construct if she's got free time. I'll put that as a 2. So she'll go through and just do that. Raid. Oh boy. Oh, see, the people that we just fought for her came back and were like, nah, you give us that woman. Okay, so, yeah, this is gonna be... Yeah, I mean, they're not bad. Yeah, this guy's horrible. Look at all the stuff he's bad at. He can't do skilled labor, he's caring, social, hulling, etc. And I just looked at the time. We're actually going over what usual. So, I'm going to end it here, and we'll pick it up next time. Bye-bye!